We have a breaking news update right now on the verdicts in the Amish beard cutting trial. Members of the Amish breakaway group found guilty in the beard and hair cutting attacks against fellow Amish. It's a story that has been closely followed around the country, and we are looking now for some perspective into this highly unusual case with civil rights attorney Avery Friedman, who joins us. I know you've been following this case, as we all have.
Sure.
First, your reaction to the verdicts today.
Well, I don't think it's a surprise. This is a brand new federal law, less than 3 years old, and it's the first time in Ohio that we've seen the federal law used. The evidence, I thought, was overwhelming, and so the verdict to me didn't really seem like much of a surprise.
You know, this case really did capture attention far beyond Northeast Ohio for a couple of reasons. And one is that it was the first time in Ohio that this law that was enacted in 2009 enabled federal prosecutors to go after these kinds of hate crimes more aggressively.
Right. This law, actually, the original law was passed in the 60s, and the update prohibited express violence, and it broadened the path for federal prosecutors to go after clergymen, among others, who interfere with religious freedom by using violence. And that's what this case really, Lee, if you think about it, was all about.
And I think, you know, another reason, of course, people were so fascinated is because it really gave us a rare look into a world that is mostly kept hidden from us, and a world that, because of that secretness, that it kind of allowed a person like this Samuel Mullet to wield a very abusive kind of power.
Oh, abusive in extreme. When he's forcing female members of his group to have sex with him as punishment, it's really outrageous. And frankly, without the federal law, Lee, there really is no remedy, criminal remedy, for at least the government fighting back when religious intolerance like this is practiced. So it's a real victory for religious freedom. It's a victory for the viability of a religious freedom law, and I think justice prevailed today.
You know, one of the things I know you always look at is how this might set precedent, or how this might resonate going forward, not only in legal world, but also in the Amish community.
Well, think about the practical reality of this. The word is going to get back that if you employ violence in enforcing religious doctrine, that the consequence may be you're going to jail. So in this society, where most people have very little information or exposure to, the verdict, I think, will reverberate in all faiths in a very, very strong way, and I think it's an important and a healthy message in terms of religious freedom.
All right, Avery Friedman, thanks very much. Appreciate your thoughts about this today.